I'm so sleepy.
We'll get through it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And my list is whatever consensus is.
ladies
I
and
don't really
gentlemen,
care
we
about
are
that.
live.
What?
Yeah,
Mr. Robotic.
yeah. Well, while we wait, we're gonna have to wait for Mr. Producer to get his thing fixed.
No. You could have been doing that while I was trying to get some beauty sleep.
Is everybody in the building?
Everybody, yeah, we got to go, Mr. 411. Just little technical difficulties there.
Oh yeah, yeah. The weather is crazy out here in this world, but we're gonna manage. And today is Sunday. Can you believe we're doing a Sunday show? Like the NFL, you know? All right, but Sunday, August
Sunday is
the
the crack of dawn.
21st, August 21st, 2022. We're gonna in the building is Lacey, Captain Cosmo, and the calculator.
Greetings and salutations, everybody.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, today we're discussing tight ends, and we're gonna have the mock draft. So this will air on Monday as well, so you can still call it mock draft Monday too. But we're doing it on Sunday. I can't figure out how to make that rhyme right now. But anyway, everybody ready?
Ready.
All right, let's do it.
It is
And we're back.
tight ends. Oh, that was quick, Mr. Fuller. I couldn't even do a quick intro. You're on the ball. I hear you.
Oh man, well, calculator. Before we give out all the great information on tight ends today, everyone, please do the following.
Like, subscribe, notify. I like it.
Yes, yes. All right. We are on Blackjack TV. We thank the Jack. So check us out on Black. That's right. Check us out on blackjacktv.net. Today's topic, tight ends. We might as well jump into it. So here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Producers are telling me something. We didn't do something last week, and we need to catch up on it. So everybody take a look at the screen. Don't give out your answer, but guess this player. Last week we talked wide receivers. So we didn't get that in, and I was told we have to do it. So here we go. University of Miami, drafted by Lacey's Jets in 2001. And the last team was the Washington, we'll say Commanders, even though they were not the Commanders in 2014.
Not in 2014.
Guess this player.
Gee.
Is he a tight end?
Wide receiver from last week. Wide receiver. Because last week we talked wide receivers and we didn't get this segment in.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, it's not Keyshawn. I don't know.
2001. I just got out of college.
All right. Well, look, I definitely appreciate everybody trying to answer it without using any Google or anything like that, because that's the whole purpose of this. So here's that receiver. Here's the receiver.
Oh,
Santana Moss. Santana Moss. All right. All right. Yeah. So now, to be current, here's the tight end. Guess this tight end. Hold your answer, but tight end played at Georgia Tech, drafted by the Ravens, currently on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we'll answer it in just a second.
No. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how many tight ends the Raiders have.
Yeah. All right. So are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Shoot. Who's the tight end?
I'm going Darren Waller, but because I don't know any other backup tight ends.
Right. I don't know the backup either, but I don't think it's Waller.
That's too obvious.
Yeah, Darren Waller.
Oh, okay. He
All
was
right,
trying to
Darren
throw.
Waller.
You were trying to throw people off with drafted by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes. All right. So there we go. Tight ends. That leads us to the discussion of tight ends. Calculator.
Absolutely. I always go through a. I've said it before, and since this is the tight end episode, I'll say it again. I'm a great or late type of drafter. However, for those people that drafted in the middle rounds and got a Mark Andrews last year, because a lot of people might think Andrews, being the year he was the number 5 tight end drafted on consensus last year. It was the big 3 with Kelsey, it was Kittle, it was Waller, and it was TJ Hawkinson. Those were the actually top 4 tight ends on consensus ADP. So those people that were getting Darren or Mark Andrews at number 5 benefited greatly in that. But if you want a Kelsey, you're going to have to get him with probably your first pick. However, I don't recommend anybody with a top 5 pick to get Kelsey. So, but those back end people, if you want the Kelsey, personally, if you look at my list, I'm not a Kelsey lover. So Kelsey will not be on any of my teams this year. I'm kind of an age, I am ageist when it comes to tight end as well. I like what I like with tight ends. I like market share. I like playing time. And yes, I like younger, possibly more durable tight ends. That's why I didn't have Kettle on any of my teams, because I had questions, even though he's being one of the top 3 tight ends, I had questions about his durability because he's had trouble as he's gotten older staying on the field. Waller was actually last year was one of the first times he started missing multiple games, and he really hurt you. So that's why a couple of those guys, I still have them, top 5. However, if you look at my listing, I'm real big on Mark Andrews. We've seen what his ceiling is, pretty much what he did last year. You don't see he's going to do much better. But, hey, what has changed with Baltimore? Well, they've actually gotten better and more healthy. So a lot of people say Andrews was the only healthy guy. That's why he did so well. However, they took a big chunk out of the offense and Hollywood Brown moving. So that's just going to increase Mark Andrews' market share. Lamar Jackson loves his tight ends. So I'm personally, I love Mark Andrews. I love Kyle Pitts. Yes, I have them above Kelsey for the mere fact Kelsey's getting older. They're going to have to basically figure out what's going to go in Kansas City on who's going to step up in a Tyreek Hill his part of the offense and stuff. And I just think it's going to be some growing pains. And Kelsey, he was believe it or not, he was boom or bust a lot last year. There were some times, he was top 3, but then there were some weeks where he was out of the top 15 for the week in all of tight ends. So he, if you're going to spend a high first round draft choice, I do want somebody that does have some consistency. And that's one thing that worries me about Kelsey. But in looking at our list, I have to say, I'm big on Kyle Pitts. He's number 2 on my list, but Mr. 411, Kyle Pitts all the way to number 6. Okay. As I said last year when something was out of it, explain yourself. Kyle Pitts being so low on your list.
Well, first of all, the quarterback is Marcus Mariota. So that's one thing. Second, he's a rookie. So when I put those 2 things together.
Well, he's not a rookie. This is his second year. He had almost 100 catches last year as a rookie.
Okay, but it was Matt Ryan. So this is his second year. He is young. He's so young that I still thought he was a rookie. But yeah, so you have a young tight end, right? He's not quite experienced yet. And we don't even know the answer at quarterback yet. So therefore, I like the quarterbacks that are throwing to the 5 tight ends that I have above him.
Well, I love the quarterbacks too for those 5 tight ends, but I don't like market share. I mean, Kittle's has 3 targets that could be ahead of him on the picking order with a new quarterback that we do not know how this quarterback's going to do with Kittle. Devontae Adams is in town in Las Vegas. So that's just a nut. And we always know he's built a rapport with Renfro, had to because of Walker's injury. So I think that's going to carry into. So I don't like guys that are down in the pecking order over a Kyle Pitts who pretty much be the number 1 target on his thing. He showed last year that he can share. There is no defense that you can put against a guy like Kyle Pitts, a person that can run
Well,
like a wide receiver but plays a tight end position.
well, Atlanta is the defense right now, and with Mariota at quarterback. So I'm gonna go with lean that way. Plus, you're right. He's like the only show in town, but defenses can key on that. And so yes, it does. It does take away some of the targets, like for example with Waller in Las Vegas. However, I think with the addition of Adams, that's going to open up the middle even more for Waller. So I think at the end of the day, it's a catch-22. But my tiebreaker is the quarterback, and I don't know if anybody's even drafted Mariota. So I still like Pitts because of his talent, like you said. That's why I still have him right there in the middle at 6.
What about you, Captain? I see you have Pitts kind of right in the sweet spot at number 3.
Yeah, I think Pitts is due for a huge year. I think he'll get 5 to 8 touchdowns. He'll get his 1,000 yards, probably close to 100 receptions. I think he's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and to get that at a tight end position is pretty, I think. And you don't have to spend a first-round pick like you will, or an early second-round pick like a Kelsey, or a mid-second-round pick for Andrews. Kyle Pitts is kind of fallen into the third-round tier, anywhere from the top of the third round to the bottom of the third round. If I'm in the third round, as long as if I don't have a top 3 pick, I would seriously, if Pitts is there after a top 3 pick, when it comes to my round in the third round, I would consider picking him. What about you, Lacey? You have any ideas, any feelings on Pitts this year?
Excuse me. I'm skewing a little with 411 on this one. I would have had him in the top 5, top 3, top 4 conversation. But Marcus Mariota is a question mark. So I just don't even, talent can only take you so far. Your quarterback has to be able to get the ball to you. And if he's just going to be handing it off, I don't know. I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen Mariota in several years that I'm aware of. I mean, where's he been?
Well, he was with the Raiders as a backup to Derek Carr.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he hadn't been a starter for a while, but when he was a starter, he did make the playoffs. So it's not like he's you could say injuries kind of hurt with him being a running quarterback, but he's still got the talent. I mean, he was a top 10 draft pick when he was drafted.
Right.
He was fairly successful.
Not arguing that. What I'm saying is he just hasn't shown me anything personally. I mean, Pitts, he's got talent, but he had Ryan, and how did he do last year? I don't even know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Pitts does just same receptions, we'll just say he stays the same in receptions and stays the same in yards. Okay, if he only had 1 touchdown last year, and that was in London. He didn't have any touchdowns in the United States last year. However, I think that is going to go up. I'm with Captain Cosmo. I mean, I see 4 to 6. You do that, he increases his output from last year.
Well,
and hey,
I hear you, but he still hasn't shown you that. He hasn't shown me that. And now he has a new quarterback, and I don't remember Marcus Mariota being super tight end, like going to his tight end a lot. Maybe he did. I just don't remember. It's been so long. But Kyle Pitts is like all the talent in the world. You can't throw the ball to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll have to. I'm a wait and see person on him. If he's available in round 6, I'll go get it. But he won't be. So.
Nope. So yeah. I mean, I will definitely. I'll take a flyer on him in round 3. And it's not really a flyer. Like I said, I like what I saw last year. He was on one. I've only had him on one team last year, and it was the team that I, luckily I did very well on. But I know he wasn't the main factor. But he was one of those tight ends that didn't hurt you. He was the guy that kind of just did. He got his 12 to 15 points. And if you can get that from tight end every single week, I like consistency at the tight end level, especially, he's not going to win you weeks, but he's not going to lose you weeks. And sometimes that's what you can ask for in the tight end situation.
Chris Thomason is just chimed in and said Mariota loved Delaney Walker. I do remember that now. That's true. That's a good thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Like I said, it's been a while. I can't remember back last week.
So, yeah. Well, with that information, 401, have we swayed you any to move your listing up, or are you going to still just keep Pitts at number 6?
Yeah, Chris Thompson, we would definitely appreciate you commenting and watching the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, notification button. And if you haven't already done so, thank you in advance. But I'm still gonna keep Pitts right there in the middle.
Okay.
I gotta see it. I know the talent's there, but I still gotta see it. I gotta see what's gonna happen in Atlanta at the quarterback position. It might be Ritter. Ritter might come in. You know, he might end up playing, and then he may, get Pitts. Now, Pitts is. I'm not saying this. Being 6 on my list doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. It's just, hey, I like the ones above. Like Schultz actually showed me something too last year, and Kittle is a monster. I think that's a lot of us. A lot of people in the sports world may have forgotten, but I haven't forgotten that run that Kittle had against San Francisco. He ran over the whole team.
Well, yeah,
I mean, against New Orleans.
I remember that run he had.
And ran over
Garoppolo.
the whole Saints roster. So
with Garoppolo at quarterback as well. So we don't know what Trey Lance is going to do with a tight end.
And
they got Trey Lance.
Mariota.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but Trey Lance is known as a deep ball thrower. I mean, he likes to throw deep, and Pitts is the only thing in town. However, when you're in San Francisco, you have Deebo Samuel, you have Brandon Ayuk. You have other weapons that are more proven with a quarterback that likes to push the ball. They're talking about going to push it. And, when they're getting it in tight, they'll just run it with Elijah Mitchell or whatever running back they put out there for that week. So, I'm not a big fan of Kittle. I can't say I like him. I mean, I don't dislike him that much. I do have him at number 4, but there's a long break after. If Pitts is taking those first rounds before I pick, I'm going to be in my Hunter Henry, Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert type range because if I don't get those top 3, I don't want anything to do with Kittle or I like Kittle, I like Waller, I like Schultz, but I just don't like the draft that they're being drafted.
And calculator, Chris is back, huge Titan fan. So of course she remembers. And you know what, Chris? You need to post. We have to figure out a way to get some information from you because I want to go to a game in Nashville. I'm hearing great things about Nashville, Tennessee, and I want to go experience a game up there as well. And I'm gonna check out Tennessee State as well up that way too. So got to figure out. Give me a good Titans contact, okay?
Okay, and I'm just curious. I see somebody. I think me and Captain, we're kind of a little high on Dawson Knox, so I want to get in that type of conversation right now. Compared to you, Mr. 4-1, you have people like Goddard ahead of why? I'm just going to say let's put Goddard and Knox in a vacuum. Put them 1-on-1. Why would you take Dallas Goedert over Dawson Knox?
I like the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jalen Hurts.
Okay, but you don't like Devontae Smith. You don't like.
I like all of them.
Brown. Oh yeah, well, that's good to like all of them. But when you get in a team that's only going to probably be in the bottom third in passing attempts, and you have a guy that's at least number 3 on the chart. I mean, I am very skeptical of Dallas Goedert this year, just for the mere fact of the offense and the new alpha male and wide receiver that's going to gobble up, 27% of market share coming in off the streets.
And attention. So I still like Goddard. I like him in the red zone too. And Hurts is a smaller quarterback and big target. You're right. Brown is a big target as well. So I think one of the two will get in the end zone. Goddard, he may not be the 100. He may not get the 100 yards receiving, but he may gobble up those 4 catches and 2 touchdowns for me when I need it.
Jalen Hurts is a 1 to 2 read quarterback and then run. He usually don't wait along for his third read, which is what usually Goddard's going to be. So that's the one thing that concerns me. But I'll throw this one to Captain. What's your thoughts on? You have Knox ahead of Goddard. What do you like Knox over Goddard for?
I'm Knox to the moon. I love Dawson Knox. I think he's going to have a huge year with Josh Allen. Josh Allen's going to feed so many people.
Yeah.
I think Gabriel Davis will be a top 15 wide receiver along with Diggs. Knox will be a top. I got him at number 8. He could easily be a top 5 though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think those three are going to have tremendous upside this year.
Yeah, and when you talk about a third person again, a third person on the pecking order in there, however, they're going to be passing a lot more balls in Buffalo than they are Philadelphia. So I just
For
like
sure.
volume that Knox can get, and that's why. Hey, don't get me wrong. I think Goddard's perfect. I just don't. I don't like the situation he's in with the new AJ Brown in there. So that's why Goddard could be on a lot of 401's team. Goddard's not going to be on a calculator's team. I mean, I know everybody has value, but I have a good feeling that a Knox or even a Hunter Henry will be available, long after Goddard's gone. So that's why I would, my particular strategy is I'll let somebody like 411 who likes certain things about Goddard. I'll let them take him ahead of me, and then I'll settle on. Hey, and I like Hunter Henry. Me and Captain talked in the production meeting about that. We're big Hunter Henry fans. We love the situation in New England. Mac Jones loves the quarterback. Just look last year when Mac Jones was getting acclimated more and more and more. He was seeing what Hunter Henry can do, which is scores touchdown. Bill Belichick loves tight ends. I mean, he created Gronkowski out of what we say he created. Tom Brady, I'm sure, had a lot to do with it as well. But when you have that combination of a quarterback that loves their tight end and can build a good connection, that can only get better because that was Hunter Henry and Mac Jones first year together, and I think it can only get better. And that it's not like they have a plethora of receiving weapons in New England, so that's why I'm very high. I mean, you see how Hunter Henry, I have a good feeling he'll be on a lot of my teams if I miss out on a Kyle Pitts or a Dalton Schultz, because like I said, currently Schultz is actually going after, the consensus is, I give people an idea. Your top is Kelsey. Consensus is Mark Andrews number 2, Kyle Pitts number 3, Kittle number 4, Waller number 5, and Dalton Schultz number 6. Those are after that 6. It is a free fall after those top 6. So you can just take a pick.
Yeah, and I think that's something that Chris has also said, but I guess Chris was saying anywhere between 10 and 20, they all the same. And then after that 6, I think it's a batch. I mean, it's kind of like pick your flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you go with, like we said, you like the Philadelphia area, so that's where you might land. I like the Buffalo situation. That's where I would land. Heck, I like the New England situation at tight end for just put that in perspective. It is tight ends. Lacey, you got any tight ends that are on your mind you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm not really big on the tight end position. I mean,
we learned that.
It's like, to me, it's like I'm probably never going to get my like Mark Andrews or Travis Kelce, because I'm just not going to pick them that high. And so by the time I get around to looking for a tight end, it's generally the rest of the pack. And so I just gotta look and see who's available, who I like at that point, and just say, okay, let me hold my nose and pick one.
Yeah. So Lacey's,
the grab bag method.
That's right. She goes for the late in the great or late draft strategy. So she goes late. Yeah. So because she says none of those great ones are going to be on her draft.
It just kind of depends on how the draft is going as well.
Yeah.
In most of the drafts that I've been in, there's a tight end in the top 13. It's usually Kelce. He just, people will just go really early for him, and I'm okay with that. Y'all go ahead, do your thing. But I know I'm never going to get any of those guys because I'm not taking a tight end with either of my first 2 picks.
Well, and the people strategy that do choose the tight end early, they always talk about positional advantage at the tight end position, and it's one thing to have a positional advantage, but it's also getting that positional advantage every week. And they say that's what Kelce provides, and it really doesn't. You look at last year, it was boomer bust. Again, I'll say it again. It's only positional values if they produce pretty much week in and week out. And that's why I stay away from Kelce and Mark Andrews. However, again, I do like
I like
Pitt's
Andrews.
return on value. Oh, I love Mark
like
Andrews.
Andrews.
Hey, well, not only that, Mark Andrews was getting drafted in the 5th and 6th round last year. So that was after people had already gotten their 2 wide receivers, their 2 running backs. Then they were able to dip into the tight end, and they hit on Andrews. Although people do need to beware, Mark Andrews has been known to get nicked up here and there. He was fortunate that it was odd that he was the only Ravens that wasn't hurt last year.
Yeah, but he's been consistently, a target for Lamar Jackson. It's like I know Lamar Jackson is going to Mark Andrews. It's like I don't know what Marcus Mariota is going to do with Kyle Pitts. I just don't know how that's going to play out.
Well, I think Marcus Mariota is going to go to the best player on his team, which is Kyle Pitts. So that but that's just my feeling. Like I said, and that's why I feel
right.
That's right. Not everybody's right.
At this point, we're all right. Everybody has a record of 100%, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the talking about it because you hear things like I didn't know. I had forgotten all about Mariota Delaney. I had forgotten about Delaney Walker, and so thank you, Chris.
Yeah, and Chris is not.
It's a little bit higher up on my list, knowing that Mariota likes a tight end. But
and Chris is not done. Chris is not done yet. Chris is still here. We're going to answer one of Chris' questions, but right before we do that. I need an answer from the calculator on this.
Oh.
Give us a sleeper. All right, that was the Rock with the sleeper hole. Give us a sleeper tight end.
Well, I'm actually going to throw this one to Captain Cosmo. He had a nice little sleeper that he had come up with. Do you remember our conversation, Captain?
I do not.
Austin Hooper.
Oh yeah, Hooper. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I love that pick too. I mean, the Titans. Tannehill loves his tight ends. Hooper has shown that he can produce when thrown to when he was with the Falcons, and Hooper could be making a return this year in Tennessee because again, they just lost. We talk about target shares going into Philadelphia. Well, they're leaving Tennessee, and that they're a lot of that is up for grabs, and Hooper has a good chance to gobble up that AJ market share somewhat.
Okay, all right, appreciate that. So that wraps up our tight end discussion. We're moving along nicely here. So before we go to our commercial break and pay a couple of bills, Chris wants us to rate the team. So rate the fantasy team that's listed below.
Well, that's a very good team.
It is.
So if he had the second
pick, drafting against?
So he took Eckler ahead of McCaffrey most likely.
Yeah.
McCaffrey.
Yeah. So because if he had the second pick, the first pick was probably Jonathan Taylor. So he probably went with Eckler over McCaffrey. But Fournette fell to him probably in the second round. Probably got Debo in the third round. I'm thinking NTN in the fourth round. I like his bench. The Amon St. Brown, the guy for Detroit.
Right.
He's the one thing that worries me. Just for the mere fact that, he had a great rookie year, but when you look at a lot of things, Swift was hurt, Hawkinson was hurt, and now they're bringing they did draft a wide receiver. Granted, he's hurt right now, but he could be taken over once he gets healthy and gets in there. I like his bench. The one thing is I don't like his wide receiver too. But when you have
Amon-Ra, you don't like him?
I don't like him as a wide receiver too. I like him as a flex player. I don't like him as a starter.
You can put him in the flex. I mean,
well, then he'd have to put. Well, I mean, then he's
put
Elijah Moore.
Start him.
Okay, well, Elijah Moore, Drake. I mean, like I said, all those are interchangeable. I just don't see a.
He's got Waller and Knox.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So if Waller don't walk out, he has a great safety blanket in Knox.
Yeah.
I like his bench. I like his starting running backs. And
I wonder how Chris got Waller and Knox.
Well, he probably got Knox near the end of the round when a lot of people were filling out their benches. A lot of people might not have been drafting that second tight end.
Oh yeah, okay,
So he was, we're able to get him. But a lot of times, I'm going to be ending up with Knox as my starter.
Yeah,
Chris,
Chris looks like Chris could run the jumbo package there. With tight ends.
Yeah.
It looks like a pretty good draft. I wouldn't hate this team if it was mine. So
yeah.
No.
Yep. And Chris said safe pick in reference to the St. Brown. So,
I like St.
good
Brown.
job. We like your team. We like your squad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Coming up next after the break
Okay.
is Lacey's favorite part of the show. The only reason why she's even on here.
I'm
And
telling
that's
you.
for the mock draft.
Yeah, because I need
And
a
by the
hair
way,
dog. So take a long break.
and all right, so we're gonna throw a couple commercial breaks up there as you all see the wheel of names. I can't wait for that. That's my favorite part. We'll be back. We have 2 ads to show, maybe 3, but we'll be back.
Okay.
Here we go. Hold on.
Hi, I'm Latanya. I'm the owner of Heavily Spa Mobile. I've been in this business 19 years plus. If you're in dire need of a massage for achy muscles, back, neck, shoulder, hip, legs, feet, come on down and schedule an appointment with me. You can't go wrong. There's nothing wrong with taking care of you because no one's going to be able to take care of you. I'm located at 2484 Ingleside Avenue, and that's in Building 8, and that's in Macon, Georgia. Again, you can go online to Heavenly Spa Mobile to schedule your future appointment, or you can reach out to me at 478-747-9231. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Last one coming.
AV.
Yep.
All right. You okay with that, Lacey?
Oh,
She's
yeah.
still up.
That
Still
gets you
upright.
going in the morning. Okay, now I'm glad I got up.
All right. We appreciate all the sponsors there. And now it is time for the mock draft.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mock draft, basic rules. We're going to spin the wheel of names, figure out where we're selecting where we'll be drafting, what position.
Oh, number 4.
And we're number 4. All right. The 4 slot.
This is where, and just to let people know, when I'm looking at number 4, I do like Derrick Henry at that spot because I actually have him as number 3 overall. But if it goes Jonathan Taylor, and it goes now, I like Henry over Eckler. Just to put that there. So, but y'all might be different.
Okay. And calculator.
Yeah.
Also, everybody, every week we got to do this. Take a look at the top corner.
Yeah. Brett Favre's number.
Take a look at our team helmet because we are a team. This is our uniform.
Oh, so the 4 is for the 4 of us?
It's for the $4 I made today. All right.
Oh, my thing got mixed up, so I had to go and redo this. 4th position, 12 number of teams 12, and there we go. There we go. Oh, Eckler actually went right before us. So, for me, I like Derrick Henry at the spot, even though he's not thing. What do you think? You guys want to go with a Dalvin Cook? You guys want to go with all of our receivers on the board at number 4? let's around the house. What do you think, Mr. 411?
I like Cook at this spot. Well,
Okay.
no, let me take it back. I like Harris at this spot.
Okay. You like Najee Harris at number 4 overall?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do not agree with that. I'm not a big Najee Harris.
I like it.
Sorry,
I like it.
I like Cook.
What about you,
like
Captain?
I like Cook.
Well, don't push the button yet. Don't push the button yet. Tell me when. All right.
We're going to go with Dalvin Cook, Mr. For one. There we go. You had to get the sound effects in there. So we do have our running back in Dalvin Cook. Hey, I have no problems with Dalvin Cook at number 4. Even though if it was me by myself, I would have gone Derrick Henry. So
All
okay.
right.
Well, hey, it's late in the second round. We just got done talking about tight ends. Mark Andrews is available. Late in the second round. We do have the Mike Evans. Y'all all know I'm a big Mike Evans fan this year. Keenan Allen, Captain loves him some Keenan Allen. There's still some decent running backs.
Ooh.
With Chubb and Connor available. Although, man, I'm not the only one I really like is Nick Chubb out of that group.
Yeah,
But,
it's tough.
But we can get into Brees Hall, Montgomery, later on in the draft. I think the value is actually tied in because my top running backs off the board, all the top receivers, in my opinion, are off the board because I'm not a big Tyreek Hill fan, not in the second round.
It's a tough draft, man. Who
that's
draft with us?
So what do you think, Lacey, with what's available?
Now, I would go with either Mark Andrews or Mike Evans. I like both of them. That's just my preference.
Yeah. What about you, 411?
I'll go with Andrews.
I'm an Andrews guy. What about you, Captain? Do you have any say on there?
It would have been Andrews or Keenan for me, so I'm fine with Andrews.
Okay.
Hold on.
Keenan, like I said. There we go. I'll wait for that.
I would have taken a running back, but okay, I hear you.
So, hey, but look, Nick Chubb fell to us.
Chubb.
I mean, he's in the 4th pick in the 3rd round. Wow. Although I see Mr. 411's favorite wide receiver in there, T. Higgins.
Chubb.
Oh, you still go Chubb? Hey, I'm a Chubb. Yeah, if Chubb's available in the 4th round,
I'll take Chubb.
And in the 4th pick of the 3rd round, you take it and don't ask questions. Yes, receiving's not an issue, but guess what? I don't see the Browns throwing much this year, early on at least. So when you have Brissett throwing the ball, I think your best bet if you have Chubb behind the line of scrimmage, that's the guy you go with. So I think I think Chubb is definitely the pick, and he's our number 2 running back, which is nice. Okay, look, man, NTN's there. So I know we got 3 receivers, but I mean there's a bunch of. I mean we can still get AJ Dillon later, and we got our 2 running backs. So y'all want to just concentrate on wide receivers because we got our tight ends, so we don't need that. All right, so there's Mike Williams, Allen Robinson the 2nd,
Wow.
Hollywood. Michael Thomas. Y'all know I like Michael Thomas.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a good one.
Yeah. What about you, Lacey?
I'm actually leaning a little bit toward Allen Robinson, but
hey, I'm not hating Allen Robinson. I mean, he's the number 2 target on a great offense. If he can do anything that Robert Woods did pre-injury, that's good. And Cooper Kupp's gonna get a lot of attention.
Exactly.
So Allen Robinson, he's done it before. So what about you, Captain? Who do you like out of this group?
Mine's against the grain. I love Herbert.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting.
Quarterback. Well, we would have a top quarterback.
Oh, who are the quarterbacks that are available?
All of them except Josh Allen. Josh Allen is.
Okay, because I would have taken Josh Allen over Herbert, but I do like Herbert.
Herbert. Oh, I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes was also off.
Okay.
I love Herbert more than any player in the NFL, so I'm torn there. But I also look
We've already
Also
got
look
our which pick is this? Is number 5 or number 6?
That's our 4th pick. So
Fourth?
we have our 2 running backs and we have our tight end. Those are the people we got. So
You
this
don't
is
have any wide receivers?
No, don't have any wide receivers. So
Uh,
that's what we got right there. We have Dalvin
Yeah.
Cook, Nick Chubb, Mark Andrews.
I don't mind. There's no receiver available that I'm like in love with personally. So
That's
I don't
my
mind
problem.
that.
I'm not in love with any of them, but we have to have one. I didn't realize we didn't have one.
Yeah, we don't have any.
Yeah, we don't have
Yeah,
any.
so I would take Robinson over Mike Williams.
Okay. Yeah, I do too. I like that as well. What about you, 411?
I'm just ready to hear the sound.
We're going Allen Robinson the second, Mr. 411.
All right, hold tight now.
I'm
You know what we
holding.
got to do.
I gotta wait for the sign. There we go.
Did we hear it?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's very faint, but
I
yes,
didn't
we
hear
can
it.
hear. Oh, and look, Michael Thomas fell back to it now. I'm not going to dominate the discussions.
I know.
It sounds like you want Michael Thomas on this
Well,
team.
now
Calculator.
and I'll tell you right now, if Herbert would have fell back to us, and we had a feeling he wouldn't. Of course, I would have been great at Herbert at that pick. But I still they still got a lot of quarterbacks out there that I don't mind rolling with. But if we can get a Michael Thomas at this, or a Marquise Brown, I'm not a big fan of Mooney, so that's why I'm not going to say his unless somebody else does. I mean, he is the number 1 receiver on a bad offense.
But it's Chicago, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm Michael Thomas to this, but if somebody else wants to sway me, I'm totally going with that.
He's pretty much the highest rated. Isn't Marquise Brown in jail or something? Is he the one?
Well, he was the one that got speeding.
Okay.
Super speeder.
All right.
But he's not going to miss any games.
All right.
So, well,
Yeah,
what about
is
you?
it time?
Well,
Isn't Hopkins out?
yes, Hopkins out is the first 6 weeks, I believe.
Okay. Well,
And then they lost Kirk, right?
Yes, and Kirk's out.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
I can live with that.
All right.
Either way,
I would
Hold
go
on,
Marquise
calculator.
Brown because
I
I
Marquise
don't
Brown over Michael Thomas because
I don't trust the health of Michael Thomas at all.
well,
Right.
he took 2 years to get over an ankle injury. He should be healthy by now.
Yeah, but he's got a new coach and a new quarterback.
So,
Let's,
That's a lot of
let's-
things.
all right. We ready to make the pick?
we'll go Marquise Brown, yes. There we go.
I still take your thing.
Let's hope Joe Burrow. I want Joe Burrow to fall to us.
No.
Oh,
Joey B.
hey, he's there. He is there. Joe Burrow's there.
But so is everybody else.
Why did you say he's injured?
You
Well,
still everybody else.
Because he had an appendectomy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but he's back. And just to let you know, before we take this, that's why I like these insights. Only one team is going to need a quarterback before we draft again. So even if somebody drafts again, they most likely, I think, will take Kyler Murray over Joe Burrow. So I think Burrow will actually fall to us.
So you said we can get some value somewhere else.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking because I think Burrow will fall to our next pick because Kyler Murray's still on the board and everybody has a
Gabriel Davis.
I'm a Gabriel Davis guy. Y'all know that.
Okay.
Y'all good with that? And he's our flex. And
Well, hold on. Before we make this pick, Chris says T. Higgins played high school football 30 minutes away from where he lives. So great little tidbit there.
Was he a fan? Are you a fan or a rival?
Well, he might be the vice president of the T. Higgins fan club because we know Mr. 411's the president.
Absolutely. I am the prez.
So, got the T. Higgins fan club. So we're good with Gabriel Davis, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the sign, Mr. 411. There we go.
I heard it that time.
Yeah. I was loud and clear on that one.
Yeah, we upgraded. We upgraded already. I
And look at
swiped the
that.
credit card one time.
Sorry,
Kyler-
I can't take Joey B here.
Oh,
AJ
can't-
Dillon's available.
Oh gosh. I didn't think AJ Dillon make it to the 7th round. You right.
Don't
I'd
argue.
have to take AJ Dillon. I
Push
can't
the button.
take Joey B over AJ Dillon right now.
Because look, we still have Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers. Heck, we can go with Aaron Rodgers 2 rounds later if we want.
All right.
Okay, we're
Good.
gonna go with AJ Dillon, guys.
Well, you got to wait, calculator.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, we're gonna see. That's my sign is for you to do what we're gonna do.
All right.
There we go.
Joe Burrow went. Yep, there come the quarterbacks now.
Yeah, quarterback runs went.
That's fine.
So it's time to jump on them.
No.
All right.
Not
Here's what
now.
I'm thinking.
I mean,
Can we
think
see
that
what our team is?
We got Stafford, Rogers, Cousins, Carr.
Yeah, we got. This is our team. We got. Oh man, we are stacked. I mean, we have AJ Dillon can't even make our starting lineup right now.
Wow.
So I
Hear
mean,
me
we
out.
can.
Hear me
We
out.
Alan Lazard's available this late in the draft. We all know he's going to be the number one guy in Green Bay. Kareem Hunt's another Pollard, another running back. For depth, but we got AJ Dillon as depth. What do you think? What do you guys want? Because I'm not saying quarterback because I know all these quarterbacks.
You've
Trey
already
Lance, Stafford, Rodgers, they'll be
you've
back.
already had the run, right?
Yeah, they already have the run, so we're going to be getting.
Out of that group, I personally like Derek Carr, but I agree. We don't need to take a quarterback right now.
Yeah. So y'all want to go receiver? Alan Lazard's there. Again, running back, we have Kareem Hunt, Tony Pollard. I mean, there's a bunch in that tier later. But like I said, we just took A.J. Dillon, so we might want to build up the receiver depth. We got Alan Lazard. We got Chris Olave, Jacoby Myers, Chase Claypool. A lot of high upside guys.
I'd go Allen.
All right.
Alan
Let's
Lazard.
go. Yeah, let's go as fast as possible.
Okay.
Well, you ready?
I'm ready. There we go.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Like you said it twice, really?
Before and after.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm a
Okay.
Stafford fan here.
I like Stafford too. How many other quarterbacks? Oh, okay. Stafford, Carr, Rogers, Cousins, they're all there. What about how many more spots do we have to fill?
Well, no, the only one we don't have a starting quarterback.
Okay, I feel like it's time.
So y'all want to go with Matt Stafford?
Yeah.
I'm okay with Stafford. Stafford or Carr.
Okay.
Carr will be there probably in 2 rounds. So I like Carr too. I don't hate Carr at all, but I think here, if we're going to want to fill out our starters, I would take Matthew Stafford.
Okay. Now remember, Cooper's gonna have a problem. I mean, Calculator's gonna have a problem with the elbow or the.
it is the elbow. It is the elbow, but I've been reading more reports, and Cooper Kupp has now just to let the people know. That's why I want for people to continue listening to us. My wide receivers, I bumped Cooper up because there are good reports coming out of Rams camp that Matthew Stafford is getting. Looking better, and that the quarterback tends to be a drama queen in preseason. So that's what I'm starting to hear. So I do like Stafford now. So all right.
And look at that though. Look where Schultz went, 9th round.
Wow.
Well, see, and that's right. I really wasn't paying attention because we had gotten our tight end early. So that's why I really didn't pay attention. So that's a good catch. Yeah, I mean that would have definitely been a good value in the 9th round to get Dalton Schultz.
James Robinson in the 9th round.
How many picks left?
I love James Robinson.
How many selections left out?
Let me see. We got three more bench players, and then 5 more selections.
Okay.
So, I mean, right here we're looking at. We got Ken Walker III. We got James Cook at running backs, wide receiver. Oh, whoa, guys! Dalvin Cook's our running back. Do we want to pull the trigger on Alexander Madison?
Yes.
Good. I just remembered that.
Good thing. Yeah.
As somebody who has Dalvin Cook every year.
Yeah. and we spent a 10th round pick on him, so it's not like we reached.
That's very good.
So with we got the reach alert from Fantasy Pros. However, I want to tell Fantasy Pros that we're realists.
You can shove it.
If we draft, we're not going to take a chance. Me and Lacey get people that draft backup running backs in the 7th and 8th rounds.
Right.
So we're just trying to practice for the real thing.
Who's that?
I like Rondell Moore here.
Okay,
Ooh,
I can
I
go
do
with
like.
that.
I like Rondé Moore, and that'll help us if Hollywood something happens with Hollywood.
Dawson Knox. Holy
Wow.
crap! Round 11.
Golly, we could have gotten Mike Evans in the second round and got some of these tight ends later in the draft. In this draft,
Right?
so
Okay,
We
so,
All right.
yeah
we
we
just
could have.
had Madison, whatever his name is.
okay.
Can we get one more bench?
I like Isaiah Spiller. Y'all know I'm an Isaiah Spiller. He could be, and if
okay
Eckler
with
gets nicked up, he's the rookie they drafted, and they say he could be a goal line back from the get go because he's one of those big bowling ball types. Are you
I
guys
like
good
him.
with that?
I'm okay with him.
All right, and then now we're going to be on defense and kickers.
Okay, like what's the best defense available?
Rams. Let's see if the Rams.
Are
Rams.
they,
Let me know.
Yep, the Rams are available.
are they really?
Yep.
Okay. I like Indy too.
They're like our auto pick in the next to last round. If the Rams are available, we take them. We're gonna get one of the worst kickers.
The kicker, right?
Yeah, this is probably like Rodrigo Blankenship or something
Evan.
like this. Oh, Evan
Evan.
McMahon. Hey, I want to tell the people we might talk about him in our kicker special teams next thing, but high-powered offense. The guy was a rookie last year. He hits 50-yarders, and he's going to be on a high score. If you can get Evan McPherson if you're number 4 in your draft and you get Evan McPherson in the last round, count it. And I just want to say that's why people need to like and subscribe. Evan McPherson has been drafted. This is the first time he's ever fallen to the last round for us to pick. So guys, hey, if Evan McPherson that was a good pick, Captain. I take Evan McPherson all day long.
They're going to give us a B because of our reach on Madison, though, I bet. Yep.
Oh, plus, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the we probably would have gotten like an A or something. You're right. If we would have picking up like a non-backup running back, but I personally like it because we locked up our running back one. Because Madison might not start for us, but we don't. Hey, we're not gonna mind if Madison's on the bench because that means Dalvin Cook is getting points for us. So Madison can gladly stay on our bench because that means we don't need him if he's on our bench.
Absolutely.
So, but look at
And
that.
we still
AJ,
get RB1 production if Dalvin Cook does get hurt.
Exactly. I mean, so I think Alexander Madison, we picked him. He lasted 10th round. I think that's a perfect time. If you get one of those high cuff handcuffs, but they're only valuable to you, if somebody drafts
the rat.
Yeah, like we call that. He's called a rat for the reason. That's exactly why we got his rat name long time. We draft with a guy named the Rat because that's what he drafts.
The Rat. I remember the Rat.
AJ Dillon and Alexander Madison and Tony Pollard. That's how he drafts.
Yeah, and he drafts handcuffs because then what he tries to do is he does it every year. He drafts a quarterback high. He drafts an Atlanta Falcon, one of the good Atlanta Falcons, because he's a big Falcons fan. And then he drafts one good running back, spends all his money there. And then he drafts he drafts 2 receivers. And he has 2 receivers on his draft, usually 2 decent receivers. And then week 3, week 4, he does approach people because he has their handcuffs trying to get that receiver and stuff like that. He does it every year.
So he tries to take players for ransom, and then
that's exactly, and he does it. But let me tell you something. He's been playing for 22 years, and he has 1 championship. So that goes to tell you that he might need to change up his draft strategy every now and then. So, but hey, he can. Hey, but we love the Rat. Rat, if you're listening, we love you. We'll see you September 1st. Nothing but love.
But we know you.
But we know you, buddy.
All right. Wow, excellent work today. As y'all stated, we'll be back next. We'll be back on next Monday with the special teams draft, defense, special teams, and then next Tuesday we have the live listener league draft. So be ready for all that good stuff. And this show right here will air again tomorrow at 6 p.m. You'll see it on YouTube. You'll see it on Twitter. You'll see it on Facebook. You will see it on Blackjack TV.
The Jack.
So be ready to check us out again tomorrow.
Love the Jack.
All right. Great job, everybody. All right. Well,
back to my brunch.
oh yeah, for Lacey, for the calculator. or Captain Cosmos.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. 411. We thank you all for watching and listening.
Ciao.
Have a great day. See ya.
Everyone. See ya.